Hello, friends and neighbors. Stay a while and listen as we return again to our journey into the dark forest. If you'll recall, the Viceroy had just answered the call of the Obsidian Lore Master to challenge 2 forbidden glades in a difficult rocky ravine. And just before that, the people were confronted with forbidden glades in a rocky ravine at the Forbidden Spire. Is there nothing but stone and danger in this forest? They cry. And so, the Viceroy guides them gently back towards the light of the citadel, towards a bamboo flat where the Fluffbeaks reside. Here the people will enjoy a leisurely life of farming at the Adventurer's Respite. As we set up the hearth among the shoots, the lizards start chattering about good conditions for leather. The beavers find bamboo dripping with resin. Like a double-edged sword, the ground sways with rainwater, making our flame burn slightly dimmer. The eerie song of the forest follows us from the Obsidian Way, so we'd best give respect to the forest or fall into madness. Firekeeper Kermitia Hopsplash gives the Viceroy the scouting report. This glade has gifted us a generous start. Meat and leather from the broodmother and deposits of salt and stone. Our befriended Fluffbeak eagerly awaits our care. In a distant glade stands the ruins of a bakery. The dangerous glades are too far away for rapid expansion, and so this year will be about consolidation. As we finish feeding the Fluffbeak, the Queen's envoy arrives. Her first order is for a trading post and a cornerstone that increases the value of trade. We take the hint and immediately shift our focus to trade. The supplier gives us our flour for the bakery, a recipe for planks, and solves our container issues for the future. And while it breaks our heart to pass up packs of luxury goods, the ale and incense and pickled goods, it's too good to pass up. And finally, paste and wine. As we open a glade at the behest of our queen, we spot an elusive black stag. We can't even move before it skitters away, beckoning us to a nearby glade. The glade that it chose is where we were going, but our plan was to open it next year. We have less than 1 season to catch it, but then what of the dangers that lurk within? Will we be confronted with a terrible task during an unforgiving storm? The people debate, and it is decided. We have to try. So much for Adventurer's Respite. With no time to spare, we hammer open the glade to claim our prize. It feels wrong to catch it, so we let it go, and in its wake it blesses us with the Queen's gift. Soon the respite will be awash in goods, simply through our obedience. We then turn to the threat, an ancient structure that proclaims, "Light a fire at the altar to gain the blessing of the spirit of harmony." We could burn it down, but like the stag, it feels wrong. So we chance the Queen's ire to bring Sahilda here quickly, tools for Amber to soothe the dark forest. Seems a reasonable trade. We enter our first storm with happy hearts. In truth, the colony feels blessed. A stag bestows gifts, a sacred altar's rituals embolden us, and the fluffbeak happily chirps, putting a smile on everyone's faces. The herb garden, supplier, and bakery will soon be up and running. By this time next year, this will be a fine respite for any adventurer. The second dangerous glade is opened at the start of year 2. Laughter ripples through the colony as we discover a second bakery. What were the last settlers doing here? The laughter grows quiet as our attention turns to the petrified gargoyle. The queen urges us to tear the gruesome statue down, but doing so comes at a terrible cost. Is someone's life worth a spot of respect from our queen? For the first time, the viceroy stands in defiance. The sacrifice is unnecessary. He stands with the people. And although it might anger this generous forest, the rituals will be done, and the people spared. The challenge is complete. The people begin a flurry of building. Porridge and biscuits, boots and pickled goods. This storm will be no deterrent as they hastily build their new home. Year 3 passes by in the blink of an eye. Caches collected, orders delivered, buildings constructed, goods produced. The lizards are already blue in the face, and it won't be much longer until the beavers and frogs join them. And in the 4th year during drizzle, the people of the Adventurer's Respite are satisfied. The Fluffbeak claps his hands, and Kermetta raises a glass of wine in the guildhouse. A peaceful calm has settled in the glades, as even the forest seems glad of our presence. The dangers forgotten, tonight we celebrate, and tomorrow we journey onward into the dark forest. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. This one was a bit more kind of relaxing. There was definitely a peacefulness to this one, not too much by way of danger. Let me know if you guys are fine with me sort of, like, I literally skipped year 3, right? Like, there's not much by way of storytelling in, like, just building a bunch of buildings. But do let me know if you, like, do you care if I'm, like, showing you every single little decision? Because I feel like I'm skipping over a lot of decision making in terms of, like, selection of buildings and all that. I know that there are other content creators who really take you through, like, okay, I had these selections and I picked this building and that did this and all that kind of stuff. And perhaps it's just a byproduct of having so much selection in the early game that I just don't feel like it's necessary. Like the decisions don't feel crucial at this point, right? I never feel like I'm making a selection and it's like, oh my goodness, it's like super important that I make this decision right now. And maybe that'll change as we go up in difficulty. But let me know what you feel and how you're thinking. If you're fine with me skipping lots of those decisions. Because to me, the focus is sort of the story, right? And you don't really need to know, like, and then they built a bunch of buildings. It's like, yeah, of course they did. Anyway, it looks like we've got Silent Dominion up here. Silent Dominion is super easy. That's just like a slam dunk, easy royal supply. The Bandit camp though, if it was a harder difficulty than Settler, like, we're only going to go in at Settler. If it was a more difficult setting, I might consider skipping the Bandit Camp. The Bandit Camp is one of the harder ones because it eliminates trade. And when you're at Prestige, even 5, like when you're at Prestige 5 and higher, the bandit camp is extremely dangerous. I'm going to do it because of the difficulty. I think is easy, and then also on top of it, I think it's just good story. It's interesting. But yeah, let me know. And it looks like we're going to be going into the Ashen Thicket with, for sure, we're going to go in with beavers and foxes. This will be the first fox game. That's nice. But we're going to be able to get in there with, 11, 13, 14, 14 people at the start? Yeah. We're for sure going to do that. Anyway, guys, please let me know how you're enjoying this. I hope that you are enjoying it. I know what I'm doing is a bit odd or strange or a bit esoteric, but I love it. I love that it's esoteric and weird and strange in that way. Just a quick note on strategy. I am definitely, like, my goal is to get my seal fragments first, and then from there start to get, as we start to go up in difficulty and as we start to actually head up to the seal, then we're going to start collecting embarkation points and that kind of stuff. But my perspective is real simple. Like, if you don't have your seal fragments, why are you even heading in that direction? Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Thank you for being here. God bless each and every one of you.